everyone, and welcome. I am Miss Jamie, one of the program facilitator at Malvern Family Resource Center. Let's start off with our welcome song to welcome everyone. Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? How are you today? Welcome, and let's start program now. Hello everyone. Nice to be seeing you guys here again. So today, Miss Jamie, once again, is super excited for today's program because I have something special for you. Let me show you what this is. Boys and girls, what do you think this is? If you said this is a box, actually, Miss Jamie thinks this is a flying truck carrying today's program material. Well, what do you think is inside? Could it be some toy cars? Let's hear it again. What do you think is inside? Could it be some stuffed animals? Well, boys and girls, let's open it to find out. Ooh, so first up, we have a book. This is our story for today. This is called Not a Box. What do you see here? I see we have a cute rabbit. And then what is this next to it? Did you say it's a box? Did you say it's a rectangle? Well, I'm not sure what this is, but it says it's not a box. Well, this is actually a very fun story. I'm so excited to be sharing this book with you. And so this is not a box by Antoinette Portis. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Are you sure this is not a box? It sure looks like a box. So we have a little rabbit here and he looked, ooh, what do we have over here? A box. And so, what did he decide to do? He decided to pick it up. Where do you think he's taking it? Or what do you think he's going to do with it? Oh wow, he's carrying it all the way here now. Pushing, maybe pushing it home. Why are you sitting in a box? What do you think, boys and girls? Why is the rabbit sitting in the box? It's not a box. So friends, what do you think the rabbit is doing? This seems like a race car to me. Do you like race cars? Yes, race cars can be so much fun. They go very fast and go zoom, zoom, zoom like this. And with the little rabbit's imagination, sitting here could be sitting in a race car. Ooh, now what is the rabbit doing? What are you doing on top of that box? What do you think the rabbit is doing this time? How come he's standing on top of the box? It's not a box. And friends, what is he doing? What does this look like? Is this still a box? No, I don't think this is a box anymore. This looks like the top of a big mountain. Oh, and what does this say? Rabbit's Peak. Yes, he has hiked up all the way to the top. And good for him, he got to the top of the mountain. Look at his arms, he's like, yay, saying good job to myself. Nice job, rabbit. Why are you squirting a box? Oh, he found a hose and now he's squirting some water onto the box. What do you think he's doing this time? How come he's squirting some water onto the box? What could he be doing? Oh, I said it's not a box. What is this now? Do you still see the box? I don't see the box anymore. Instead, I see a burning tower. Oh no, this building seems like it's in big trouble. Look at the fire. Oh no, what is the rabbit doing here? Who do you think he is? Is he a teacher? Is he a nurse? Not a nurse either. He is a firefighter. And by the way, if you look at his hat over here, it says FD. I think it stands for fire department. And so he's squirting some water onto the fire in this building to save the fire and to save the people inside too. Wow! So he's not squirting water onto a box. He is actually a hero saving people inside. Now you're wearing a box. Boys and girls, I know we wear clothes, we wear shirts. Today Miss Jamie is in a sweater because it's cold outside and I have pants on. But have you ever seen anyone wearing a box? I don't think I've seen that before. Why do you think the rabbit is doing this? This is not a box. Oh wow, look at this. It seems like a robot to me. Does it look like a robot to you? Look at the eyes, look at the arms. Looks like he is ready for some action. And oh, what does this say? This says a robot. Oh, it's like a rabbit robot, so it's a robot. Oh, and these might be wheels for feet. I don't know what this is. Seems like there's some electricity going on between his ears over here. Wow, but this seems cool for sure. Would you like a robot costume? I would love to have one. Well, you can turn your box into a robot costume just like this. Are you still standing around in the box? Now look at our friend here. He's doing this. It seems like he's looking at something, right? Seems like he's looking really far. That's why he needed to put his hand over his eyes like this. So what do you think he's looking at this time? How come he's still in the box? Oh wow, it's not a box. He could be a pirate on his pirate ship. Look, here is the flag too. Very nice. Or he could be in a hot air balloon flying above the clouds, having fun. Wow, this is really cool. Oh, or he could be going on an elephant ride. Have you been on an elephant ride before? This is so much fun. Look at him. Or he could be on a boat sailing somewhere too. Wow, friends, look at him. Is he in a box? No, he's in all these different places. As long as he's using his imagination, he could be in anywhere he wants. And boys and girls, if you had a box like this, where would you like to go? Well, what is it then? Oh, here it is. Here is our rabbit, and he's peeking out. What do you think he's doing this time? Where is he going? You got any ideas? Maybe he's peeking out from a door. Maybe he's at home. Could be, maybe this is the front door to his home. Or does this kind of look like a garbage can? Kind of, yeah, we can put in garbage in this hole over here. Oh, or could this be a building, And he's a giant. He's a giant inside this building, right? Well, let's find out. And he's still thinking about it. He has his thinking face on. It's not a box. Wow, where is he? He's in a rocket ship. Ooh, and he's going into space, past the planets, away from Earth, and into the stars while he's going into space. Wow, so much fun, right? Have you been to space before? Miss Jamie's never been to space. But you know what? If we use a box like this and we use our imagination, there's so much more that you can do. And this is the end of our book. Boys and girls, did you enjoy this story? I loved it. This is actually one of Miss Jamie's favorite stories. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Wow, that story was great, right? Did you enjoy it? Well, let's see what else we have in our flying truck. Yep, remember? Not a box. This is Miss Jamie's flying truck. Ooh. And I think I hear something rolling inside. Do you want to hear it again? Ooh, what could be sliding inside here? Well, let Miss Jamie take it out. I'm going to show it to you. We got some markers. Yay, we got some markers here. Lots of colors. Let's look at Miss Jamie's colors. We got orange. We got red. We got black. And this one, do you know what this is? We got blue color. And lastly, this is yellow. Nice. We have some markers over here. So we're going to be doing some craft up next. Let's see what else we need for this craft. We need some glue. Yep, some glue or some tape will work. We need some scissors for cutting. And let's see. Oh, Miss Jamie has some paper. Some paper over here. Let's see. Yes, we need some paper like this. So some paper scrap would work. Boys and girls, today we have a very fun activity for you. And once again, I'm super excited for you. Yep, boys and girls, you can pause this video and go gather all these materials. And then we can start our craft together. Friends, today we are going to be doing a fun activity. One that's very similar to what Rabbit did, but instead of using a box, we are going to be using paper. Yep, so I am going to start off with a piece of paper here. Oh, I just need one for now. And it doesn't need to be this big, so I'm going to fold this in half. But boys and girls, if you wanted to use a bigger piece, yep, feel free to use a bigger piece. And for younger children, actually bigger pieces are better for their fingers and for their hands. Easier for them to control. Let's cut this in half. There we go. So this is half a piece of the paper. And then I'm going to start off with orange here. I'm going to cut out, let's see, I'm gonna cut out a rectangle or a square will work too. And boys and girls, if you find it easier, you can always draw it out first before you start cutting. And parents, maybe you can just simply draw one line here and then ask your children to cut along the line. And no worries, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you look at my box here, it's kind of like a square, not exactly, but doesn't matter. If you want to, you can trim it a little bit, make it a little bit more straight, and then we're going to stick it on with the glue. So here's my glue. Stick a little bit of glue. We're going to spread it out. making sure it goes all the way to the edges. You don't need a lot. If you don't want to, you don't even need to add glue in the middle. Just make sure it goes along to the edges so it's going to stay and it's not going to peel back out. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to turn this around and we're going to stick it. Stick it anywhere you like. I'm going to put it on the middle. Okay. Let's hold it down for 5 seconds, making sure that it stays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So here is your shape or your box on your paper. But boys and girls, now use your imagination. Is this actually a box? Or what could it be? Could it be something else? Remember what the rabbit did? The rabbit turned a simple box into a race car, into a burning tower, or he was even in a spaceship, right? What can this be? Well, you can take your markers and you can decorate it into whatever you like. And parents, you can give this to your children and they could use their imagination every time you give it to them. It could be at different results. They could be giving you different things too. So this could be lots of fun. This trains and helps our children to have or to use their imagination and encourage them to do something different. Boys and girls, you don't have to follow Miss Jamie. You don't have to follow what the rabbit did. You don't even have to follow what your brother or sister did. Follow your imagination. See what you wanted to do. And I am going to make something out of this box too. Miss Jamie is going to take a second to think. What do I want for this box over here? Let's see. Oh, I know. I have an idea. Let's see. I'm going to start with this one. This is what I drew. What do you think this is? Add something here. And then I'm going to add something here. Let's add this one in. And oh, if you want to, you can color this into. What else do I want to add to it? Oh, I know. So this is what I have added, like this. And actually, I wanted to add more things to it. Ta-da! Boys and girls, what do you think this is? If you said this is a house, you are correct. Yes, Miss Jamie turned the box into a house. We have clouds on top, and look here, we have a little rabbit too. Well, friends, look at this drawing. Miss Jamie's not that great at drawing either, but it's okay. Use your imagination and have fun with it. This is lots of fun, right? Yes. Well, let's do it again. Let's try something else. So I have, remember the half of paper, the piece of half of the paper, yes, that we cut out earlier. This time I am going to use a different color. Let's see, I am going to use this one, green. And let's cut this part out. So it kind of looks like a box, like a rectangle like this. See it? Oh, and by the way, you can put it on like this. You can put it on like this. You can do it sideways if you want, or you can do it like this. Any way you like. Does not matter. Let's see, this time I want to do it like, I want to do it like this. I'm going to stick it on like this. So I'm going to once again take some glue. Let's spread it out. Spread it out. Okay, so this is what I did for the glue, like this, and I'm going to put it over here. Let's stick it on. Push it down for 5 seconds again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So just like this. And then I am going to take, let's see, which color do I want? I'm going to start off with yellow. Oh, this one doesn't stay. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the lid. Maybe one more here. So this is what I did. And then let's use this one. And then I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick red this time. Let's put red over here. Yep. And I'm going to add some stamps to it too. Oh, what else do I want to add to it? Oh, I know. Look at this, boys and girls. What do you think this is? We have some flowers over here, and we've got some butterflies on the side too. This is not a box. This is a beautiful garden full of flowers. Yep, very nice, right? Well, boys and girls, what did you do? Boys and girls, so if you do have a box at home, Miss Jamie has some great idea. I saw this online, and you can try doing this at home as well. All you'll need is a box and a pair of scissors, and you can turn this box into a castle. Yes, I believe many children would love to play with this castle. So boys and girls, you ready? Yes? Let's start doing this then. Miss Jamie is going to start cutting. You're going to cut alongside the edges like this. Just make little cuts about maybe 1 inch apart. So let me show you what I did here. So if you look, we made about this big. Yes, you see it? About this big. And then we are going to, over here, we're going to bend this one down like this. Can you see it? Very cool, right? Yep, so we're going to keep cutting and keep cutting all around, making cuts here and there. And once again, it doesn't have to be perfect, even if it's not exactly the same length. That's okay. If you want it to be more precise, you can also measure it out and do some markings. And this is very easy. You can ask your children who are learning how to use the scissors to cut with you. Just make little straight cuts here and there. Let's see.
Even if you don't have a box right now, that's okay. You can do it whenever you get one. And if you don't have a big box like this, even a small cereal box will work as well. Yep, so use your imagination. Think about what other materials you can use if you can't find a big box like this one. Okay, all done. So now what we'll have to do, we'll have to push these tabs down. Not every one though, every other one. So let's say we pushed this one down. We're going to skip this one and we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to push this one down and we're going to keep doing it, alternating every other one. Just like this. You see it? Oh, and if you have an even bigger box, like a TV box or maybe a fridge box, then you can do the same thing. But you can have so much fun with your children because that could be big enough for your children to go in as well. And this could be their castle. One last side. So as you can see, this is not too hard to push down either. Even children can help. And this is really good for the fine motor skills. Ta-da! We are all done. So friends, look, this is our castle. Do you like our castle? And of course, you can add more decorations to it. If you have paint at home, you can ask your children to paint. See what color they want for their castle, or maybe they wanted to add some windows or maybe a bridge. Yeah, use your imagination. There are lots of things you can do with this. And if your children have some toys at home, maybe one of these princess and they can do pretend play. Maybe they can imagine a princess living inside the castle, or if you have dragons, maybe you can have dragons in this castle as well, or you can simply just use this as a storage box, maybe putting some books inside. This could be a castle for their books. Well, friends, I hope you enjoy this craft. Hope you enjoy this idea. If you have some other ideas of how else you can use the box, feel free to tell Miss Jamie. Today's program passed by so fast because I had so much fun with you and I was enjoying every second of it. Now, boys and girls, did you have fun today? I hope you did. And did you get any inspiration? Well, I sure did. I have so much more things that I wanted to do with the box. And I had so much fun reading this book too. Once again, this is not a box, and parents, this is such a fun book. Feel free to rewatch this video and read this with your children again. And you can ask them what else they can do with the box, right? This is not a box. And I had so much fun doing these activities with you too. What did you do, boys and girls? What did you turn your box or your rectangle into? Lots of ideas that you can use. And lastly, I had so much fun making that castle too. Wow, imagine what your children can do playing in that castle. And friends, what else can you do with a box? Lots of things, right? Well, boys and girls, please do let Miss Jamie know in my email. Yep, love getting feedbacks from you guys. Until next time, bye for now. It's time to say goodbye. So let's take out our microphone and sing a bye-bye song together. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for joining us today. I had so much fun with you. Feel free to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos. Hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.